morning. Good morning. This is a Just Jen Friday, a micro episode for you. Hi. Good morning. So here's the thing, y'all. I was in the shower this morning where I do most of my thinking. I know people think that's nuts. I actually keep a little sticky notepad next to the shower in a drawer. And if I have some kind of crazy idea, I open the shower door with a pen and write it down. Not kidding. When I was younger and I was a choreographer and a dance teacher, I used to choreograph dances in the shower. I swear to you, I did. People thought I was nuts, but that's where most of my ideas come to me, literally in the shower. Not come to me. You know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway, little but I'm bump there. And so today I thought to myself, I'm going to do a podcast episode, Just Jen, on You Asked It, I'm going to answer it. I get a lot of questions in my DMs and in my Facebook Messenger and email to me sometimes. And even my friends ask me questions that I wish that I could answer like to everyone. So I didn't always have to like respond, you know, 500 times or like make a phone call about it. Or, sometimes I think that things that you guys ask would be nice to share with everybody. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think they're too personal and I don't really feel like answering the whole world. But there are some questions that have come up lately, things that I've posted, and people have like kind of reached out to me and said, wow, what was that about? Or did that really happen? Or, what's going on in your life? So I thought that I'd answer a couple questions today that some of you kind of asked, and I thought that I would answer here today. So I thought that'd be fun. A couple are serious and a couple are not, but I'm going to start with kind of a serious one because I think I've scared some of you, and I didn't mean to do that. And I know that a lot of my listeners are very loyal, and I love that. Thank you so much. And I have a very, very loyal, engaged following, which is so important to me. And I feel that you, my listener, that I'm speaking to right now, you are important to me. And I hate that I scared you if I did. So please, I apologize. A while back, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease that threw me for a loop. And it's not that I want to say it's typical to have Hashimoto's or it's typical to have, a thyroid issue. It's not. Those are also chronic illnesses and autoimmune diseases that are very scary. But I got one that I've never heard of, a diagnosis for something I've never heard of. And it was in 2019 in the summer, and it threw me for a loop. I was horrified. And I posted recently, like a needle, an injection with what is it called? Like an OSHA, a sharps container. And I said it's injection day. And I think that I had probably 20 DMs, 25 DMs. What is this? Are you okay? What are you injecting for? And I forget sometimes that I have listeners who listen, have been listening for 2 years, and I have listeners who just started listening. And that is really hard for podcasters, I think, to remember that we have a listener like you who listens every day, and a listener like, whoever that listens once a week, and a listener who's a friend, whatever. I have family members who know and don't, whatever. So I didn't mean to scare you if I did. I have an autoimmune disease called ankylosing spondylitis. It's a chronic illness and autoimmune disease. Um, it sounds like a dinosaur. Yes, I know. It's not great. I'm not gonna lie. It's not great. Um, I don't really think about it daily because I try not to, but it is exhausting. I'm exhausted. When I say I'm tired, it's not like most people saying I'm tired. I am tired. My boyfriend has been amazing. He's been an amazing support system for me. He really is the only person here in Charlotte that I have, besides my husband and my kids, who I don't want to bother my kids with this because it's scary, and it's also hereditary. So there's a chance that they could be a carrier of this gene. There is a gene, a marker. It's called a marker for this, and you can get your blood drawn. And if you have it, you have it. And the symptoms, you don't really need to do anything until you have symptoms. And I did. I had symptoms in 2019. It's called uveitis in my eyes, which is why I wear glasses now. My sight was all messed up. I had to use drops that caused nerve damage. It's very scary. So yes, it also causes bone loss and crazy issues in my spine, which is why I don't work out. And I know that I joke about it and I laugh and I say I never work out. I never did work out. I did yoga and stuff, but people with ankylosing spondylitis cannot work out. It's not, I can't do CrossFit. I can't do high impact things. I can't lift heavy weights. So I laugh and I joke because it makes me, self-deprecation and making fun of myself makes me feel a little bit better. This is also crazy because going on a tangent here, but normal people that don't have this disease, they sit in a movie theater for 2 hours and they have no problem. I noticed, now that I know what I have, I sit in a movie theater for 2 hours and I can't get up. I can't walk down the stairs. My knees are in pain. My lower back is killing me. My tailbone hurts. My hips hurt. That's what this is. It's kind of like being like the Tin Man. When you sleep at night, you can't get out of bed in the morning. That's the pain that I have, is so bad in the morning. So I started using Humira, and then I switched to Cimzia, and that's what the injections are for the ankylosing spondylitis. And it's been amazing. The uveitis in my eyes, which is this disgusting jelly shit that was all over my eyes, that I have flare-ups. Knock on wood, please knock for me, everybody. I've not had a flare up in like probably 6 months, which has changed my entire life. I couldn't wear makeup. I couldn't wear contacts. I couldn't leave my house. It was really hard for me. And I'm doing great. And I'm getting out of bed easier. I need to walk more. I need to do yoga more. I can't get massages. I can't go to a chiropractor. I can't have my spine, like none of that. So, I have great doctors. I'm great. I'm doing great. I don't want anyone to worry about me, but I am tired. And so people who have chronic illness and who have autoimmune diseases, this is for you, this little shout out, because for the longest time, I always thought like, oh, it's fine. They'll be fine and they can get out of it. It is exhausting. There are so many symptoms that come with chronic illness that people don't see: depression, exhaustion. That is like, I can fall asleep just like sitting there. And my boyfriend's like, Jen, you're sound asleep. I can't do anything about it. I'm exhausted. You don't know when you're going to be in pain. You're in constant pain, right? So you're always medicated on something, which people are like, well, you don't need medicine. You can change your diet. Bullshit. I can change my diet all day long. My spine is still going to be fused at one point, right? So while I think that's great that you can change your diet, take the gluten out, and inflammation will go down. And I'm sure people are like, oh, she's wrong. You don't know what it's like to live with the pain that I'm in. So thank you for that. And I appreciate it. But I can't take out gluten and fix my eyes. I can't. Just can't do it. My eyesight will not come back from taking out gluten. It will not, just so you know. Okay, so that's one question that I think I scared the crap out of people. It took 7 minutes for me to explain. I am so sorry if I did that, but that is the answer to the question. I have an autoimmune disease. Don't Google it. It's scary, and I don't want you to be scared. But I love you all. And people with chronic illness and autoimmune disease, I'm going to do something in the next couple months. I'm going to do some kind of something for autoimmune disease charity, something, a clubhouse room, something we're going to do. And I'm going to give back to Ankylosing Spondylitis Foundation, because it's time. It's been almost 2 years with this, and I've been in denial, and now I'm ready to do it. Anyway, that's number one. Number two, I've gotten stuff about my plans for the summer and why I take a hiatus. Everyone's wondering why I go on break for every year off my podcast for 3 months. I take off June, July, and August, and I do like a greatest hits summer or whatever I do over the summer. And people are like, why do you do that? We miss you. We wish you had, whatever. This is why. Because of my autoimmune disease, I need a break. I need to be with my kids. I need to be with my family. I need to recharge and get my life back. And I'm tired and I need a break. So I will be back. The last episode you'll get is May 25th or something, last week in May, after Memorial Day. You won't hear from me. Well, you'll hear from me because you'll get a greatest hits or whatever you'll get over the summer. Then I'll be back September 1st, ready to go, with great guests and a great lineup, and you'll have me back, and I'm so excited. But please know, I will be thinking about you all summer. I perhaps may start writing my third book. Maybe. I've already started, but we'll finish it. Who knows? We'll see. I'm also going to be working on an amazing thing that I'm doing with some good friends of mine. It's a secret. It's going to be in October. Get your calendars out, ladies. It's for the ladies. In October, we're doing something fabulous coming up that's exciting. I'm going to share with you later. So that's that. That's number two. So that's why I take a hiatus. Please understand, respect me, come back. Please don't give up on me. I will be back. I get this a lot. Will you ever get married again? Will I ever get married again? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? You know what? Look, I don't need to be married. Kurt and Goldie, my idols, they've been together for 20, I don't even know how many years, and they're not married and they're happy and they're loving it. My boyfriend and I, Jim, he's been on my podcast. We've been together 4 years. We're good. we're good. I don't need a ring on it. I don't need to put a ring on my finger to know that I love him and we're committed to each other. Whatever, who knows? I say no because what's the point? No, the answer is probably no. I mean, if he asked me, I'd say yes, but why do we need to do that? I'm already married to him. We're already married. We're already married. I love him to death, and he's my person. So that's my answer to that question. And people ask me like, are you not marrying him because you're still in love with your ex? The answer is no. That is not the reason I'm not marrying him, which leads to me to my next question that people ask is, do I regret getting a divorce from my husband because I talk about how we're such great friends and we're such best friends and no. I don't I don't love my ex-husband, my husband. We are not in love. I love him like my family. He's my family. We are dear friends. Um, I care about him very deeply. He is the father of my children, and he will always be in my life forever and ever and ever. Do I regret getting divorced? Yes, I do. And people in the divorce community yell at me every time I say it. They're always like, "Oh my God, you're not being supportive of divorced women. You shouldn't be a divorce coach." Bullshit. I make the best divorce coach. Why? Because I know what I did to get through it and over it, and I lived through it. And even though it hurt me deeply to do it, I did it, and I'm here, and I'm standing here, and I'm okay. Do I regret doing it? Sure, I do. Because I think that I could have worked harder and longer. Both of us do. My ex and I both do. But we had to go through our divorce to get where we are today, which is best friends. So woulda, coulda, shoulda. If I could have done it differently, I would have. If I should I have stayed longer in my marriage and worked a little harder? Absolutely. Do I think I would have been best friends with him had I stayed? Who knows? I don't have a crystal ball. I can't go back. It's done. Do I regret what I did to my kids? Every single day of my life. Living with regret? Oh, bullshit. Stop giving me this shit. Everyone's like, oh, you can't live with regret. Sure you can. I'm living just fine with it. I don't need to heal. I'm not wounded. I don't need to put a band-aid on myself. I'm growing every day. I live every day to the fullest. I'm happy in my new relationship. My kids are thriving. They're doing great. It doesn't mean that I'm not regretful of, I don't mean to, whatever, but I think if you're divorced and you don't have some kind of guilt, if you have children, I think you're lying. I think everybody, everyone's like, if you were in a horrible situation, if you were in a marriage that was emotionally or physically abusive, of course you want your children out of there. Of course you do. It's not safe for them, right? Please, by all means, that's not what I'm saying. But if you were like me, and this is my own personal opinion, if you were in a relationship that was not abusive, you were not being, no drugs and alcohol, whatever, you were just unhappy, I had a choice to fix it. He had a choice to fix it. We chose not to. We chose to separate for whatever reason. No one was cheating. No one was narcissistic. No one was angry. We just were like, fuck it. We're done. Like, really? Do I feel guilty? Absolutely. Okay, there it is. And that's the truth. That leads into my next question, which is, why do you call everything the Truth Hurvitz? All over my page, everyone's like, you say this, the Truth Hurvitz, or of course the Truth Hurvitz, or that's Truth Hurvitz Style. The first thing I ever did in my life when I got divorced and I just decided to take my divorce and turn it into my career, which is another thing came out of my divorce, which is positive, was I wrote a blog called The Truth Hurvitz. Instead of The Truth Hurts, it was The Truth Hurvitz. I wrote this blog called The Truth Hurvitz, and it stuck. Everyone loved it. The blog was huge. It's what I wrote my screenplay off of. It's where my TV pilot came from. It's where my 2 books are stemming from. And I've always stuck with The Truth Hurvitz, my last name. So I always say things when I'm telling the truth or when I'm sharing something with you. I always say, yep, it's The Truth Hurvitz. That's where that comes from. So those are the 5 questions people are always asking me. I hope that I answered them. I hope I didn't say anything that you don't already know. And if I did, if you're a new listener today, hi, new listener, welcome. I'm Jennifer Hurvitz, and I'm the host of Doing Relationships Right. That used to be Doing Divorce Right, but it's now Doing Relationships Right. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're listening. And I love that you're here. I just want to talk about one more thing before I go. I have something coming out very shortly. It's a new online dating mini course that I'm teaching. It's 5 videos that are going to come to your inbox that you sign up for. And it's one price for 5 sessions with me. And they come, I have hair in my mouth. 5 sessions every day. So you get one a day for 5 days for one very low price, which I think you're going to be shocked about. My coaching sessions are individually way more expensive. You'll get 5 of my coaching sessions all in one package, and they're yours to keep. And I'm super excited. It's coming soon. So it's the 5 video on how to online date or how to date again or how to date, whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't remember. Coming soon. Look for that. And of course, you know where to find me, jenniferhurvitz.com. My new website that's coming out is gorgeous. Thank you, Laura Tompkins. Laura Bell Photography, who takes all my beautiful pictures. Finished my website. You guys, I cannot even, I am so, I'm in love with my new website. It is so beautiful. It is so gorgeous. I don't even understand how anybody can do this, make something so beautiful, but Laura she's fantastic. I love her and I love my new website. So check that out soon. It's coming. And one more thing I wanted to tell you. Oh, yes. Look in October. Be ready for October. Check off the last week in October, girls, and get ready because I'm doing something big. Big, big, big. It's coming. Block off it's going to be big. I'm telling you, it's going to be fun and exciting and big, and it's out of town because COVID, we're all going to get ready to go. I mean, we're going to get our vaccines. We're going to wear masks. We're going to do whatever we have to do, and we're going to Hilton Head. That's right. The secret's out. I'm not telling you anything else because it's a big secret. Anywho, that's that. So I'm thrilled about this episode. I hope I answered some questions and got you out of the dark into the light. You asked, I answered. Hope that was fun. This is Jennifer Hurvitz. This is Doing Relationships Right. Peace, love, and so much truth.